hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. Match is those giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A season of work and all the hype have led to this. The kick is away, and off we go in the Super Bowl. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey? Well, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
From the gun, it's May. Hits him on the out route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 22. And that's a New England first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Henderson on 1st and 10. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
May not have throw on 3rd. Making the call himself. And May's going to have the first down as he slides to a halt.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
To the air on 1st down, May. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB,
Yeah.
and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Now Borregales on to send it away. On the return, here comes George Holani. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing him out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. But I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Now they send their back in motion right. 1st and 10, Darnold. Finds Cup once more. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
This is Walker on 2nd. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
He tries to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
2nd and 3 now. Darnold looking to throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Plain zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X-factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Now Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. He's got it to his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving.
First down, Seahawks.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down. Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. And again, it's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Ball on the right hash, 48. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it. Now this is picked up inside the 35.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
New England taking the field. Its 2nd series of the game coming up. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Give him 24 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. And with a nice game, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Trying to sneak May. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Henderson on his own read. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Sticking with Henderson. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. A lot of Super Bowl left for us as we've reached the end of one. 7-0 is our score. More from Santa Clara coming up. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. They'll air it out on third. They'll drop this to Henderson underneath. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Patriots first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. May's going to take it himself. And a nice sub here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Anderson's going to take this straight ahead. And only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Now May on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. That's dropped underneath, Walker. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running left, here's Walker. Still going through the 25. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
First down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Now Darnold off the play action. Caught. Here's that Charbonnet. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Called in by Arroyo on the right right side. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's May. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They give now to Henderson. That's a nice run in there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. May now from the gun. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They send a man in motion. 1st down. May. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. It's Henderson on the give. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Complete to Diggs. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Brought in. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's May to the air. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. A very short kick here from the right hash.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now Borregales on to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. Short pickup to their own 31. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Hits it again to Smith and Jigba. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st down, Seahawks.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And again, it's Darnold. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Third and 4 coming up now. Here's Darnold. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
7, and the Seahawks 1st down.
So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the 1st half. What will happen in the 2nd half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's a gain of 9.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
6-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down, Seattle.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So first down from the 41. Here's Darnold to throw. Complete over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Second down now. They need 7. To throw. Here's Darnold. To the left. He's got Arroyo. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
Arroyo on the catch. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing here, Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. He has it on the QB sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. They're looking to throw. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he stops at the 31-yard line. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
First down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with that big-time catch.
That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
3rd down.
The Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Past the line, he's going to run for it. So he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
All set now. 1st and 10. The quick pass out wide. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
14, Patriots 10.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Patriots running their offense out there. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Brought in by Hollins. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
8 yards on the
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Dumps it off to his running back. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
From the gun, it's May. Short pass brought in. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He's going to keep this one. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
Running for it, it's Henderson. And he won't fight through, needed 1 yard forward, send him 1 yard backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Trying to throw this from the gun. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's the Seahawks in front as they sense a 2nd title is within their reach. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Tight end in motion right. Walker on 1st down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Complete to number 11, Jackson Smith-Njigba. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Patriots into the dime. 3rd down. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now lead by 10. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, and when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing, and as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
Seahawks 21, Patriots 10.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Henderson here from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. May now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
May now on 3rd down. Brought in by Hooper. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold. Completed to his running back. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They give up the gun to Walker. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Connection made to Shaheed. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
We all know these receivers are so dangerous. Just now while they get open and work the field, then put the ball in their hands, and they become even more dangerous after the catch. They start looking for those lanes to turn small catches into massive gains.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. And he's just going to get rid of 2nd down.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
Darnold. He's keeping it. Darnold hit, and he fumbles it. Scooped up by the Patriots. No return after that recovery. They do get the fumble, but they're going to have it deep on their own side.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The New England offense running out now. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On play action, here's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
9 yards to go.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
3rd and long for him here. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
May now. Setting up the running back screen. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And this defense is going to win this ramp. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Desperation time here. He finds it beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Little off centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's May. Running a screen for Stevenson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Here's May again. Gets it underneath. Stevenson. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. Throwing again, it's May. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Rolling on first. Here's Darnold. Hits his running back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
At the 28-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
First down, Seattle.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Working inside the red zone. He stays up. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Here's Walker running right. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18.
Patriots 10.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Fielded by Henderson. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Patriots offense all set to go. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Here's May on first and 10. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Patriots trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the gun, it's May. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Give him 5 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air on first down, May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
This is Henderson on second down. And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's third down.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throw here, third down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Henry.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on fourth down. Motion man sent left. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to have the first down as he slides to a halt.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
May on 1st and 10. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Completed over the middle. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
At the 26-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Again, it's May. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
This one's caught. And he's got him a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal on the Seahawks 2-yard line.
And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a 2nd time. And for all the talk we heard from every team at the start of the season, Brock, they're the ones, these guys right here, who fought all the way to this point and are now champions forever.
What a storybook season. You know, at times it even seemed like it's ripped right from a movie. The way the pieces fell into place along the way, all of it led to these final 4 quarters of football in this moment that they will never forget. I know not a one of them out there could have imagined a better final scene to the movie that has been their season. Super Bowl champions.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, For my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season.